everybody, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is going to be for the week of Monday, December 13th to Sunday, December 19th. So I have not felt into the energies as yet, but I bet it's going to be a big week. Woo! Okay, it's going to be a big week because it's December and, that's just how we roll. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, feel free to reach out. And if you'd like to have an energy healing session with me via Zoom, that's live, also reach out. And how can you reach out? Go ahead and check my Etsy page. All the links are below. And if you enjoy this video or these videos or me, go ahead and press the like button. All right? Okay, so let's jump in. Looks like if this reading is for you, looks like you've been in two minds at once, two places at once. It feels a little bit like you're literally at a place in your life where you're at a crossroads. So it's kind of like you can't wait any longer. You have to make a decision. So you might find yourself kind of going one way and then like, no, I changed my mind. Or just whatever it is. But either way, you're going to have to make a decision on something. It could be a small decision or it could be something larger. But either way, what it is that you're going to be forced into making a decision. Now, please feel free to do what? I don't know. But please relax is what I was going to say. I was actually going to say something else. Please. Oh, God, it was gone already. Worry not because whatever path you end up on is fully loaded with people, places, things, and situations to interact with, right? It also comes with its own karmic lessons as well. So this is kind of giving me this idea that this decision or this point, this choice point that you are at may have some long-reaching effects. It's kind of like, let's say, sorry, this cord. Let's say that you've got two people moving like this. Look at the direction they're both pointed in. So when they move forward, they're going to be aligned. But let's say you start off like this. You start off kind of next to each other. But look, as you each move forward, you move further away. And so you see, it really depends on the direction that you're pointed in. And in this case, I do feel that the choices that you have are kind of like that. So they might, for whatever reason, appear to be similar or the same at this point, but depending on which track you get onto, it's going to have some vastly different outcomes and circumstances. And again, it all comes preloaded with its own timeline. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yes. And you know what? Guess what they're saying? It's almost like signing on the dotted line right now. Guess what? Who chose this? You did. That's you. So whether or not it's something from this perspective that you would deem as a choice, because remember, we don't actually know what our choice is and what our what's fate and what's destiny. We don't know that. And then you may think you know that down here, but you don't know. All right? Something that seemed like a choice down here, but when I look into your energy field and I look into your soul curriculum, I'm like, oh no, actually that was the destiny point, and you needed to have the experience of feeling like you made that choice for whatever reason, and it's going to affect people in whatever way. And then other points where you think that, oh, that was totally I had no control over that. I look in your energy field and I'd be like, actually, you did have control over that. And sometimes we end up making choices that are free will choices, but they feel like destiny. They're not. They're free will choices based on a slew of choices that you made along the way, right? And so remember that some choices feel like destiny because of the momentum that has resulted because of choices that you've made along the way. And so long story short, you cannot know what is actually a choice and what is actually free will while you're in this human 3D physical perspective. It just doesn't work that way, right? So by that meaning, it also should mean that guilt, which we always hear as a meaningless emotion, really is truly meaningless. And shame, because if you don't know what's actually motivating a moment, then how can you have guilt and shame, okay? But of course we have emotional experiences and reactions because we are in this reality here. And so if you can't see around the corner, then of course you're going to react to what it is that you can see. But always remember, don't let that fool you into thinking that what you're seeing is actually the reality. All right. Now, again, so going back to what they were saying, a choice has been made. You are you're well underway on the new path that you've selected. Everything is golden, they're saying. I do see lessons coming up for that, and you're on your way. Okay. All right. Now, Spirit is assuring that there is going to be wisdom to be had from this situation. Journey, interesting. There is going to be wisdom to be had from this situation. Now, when I see this journey card, for some of you, I'm getting journey from different perspectives, because on the one hand, I'm seeing this journey card being so expansive, it almost feels like somebody has transitioned or may transition in some way and, conquering a whole new land. At the other end of this spectrum, I'm seeing journey. It could be an inner journey that's being made, an undertaken. Of course, we're couching this within a larger discussion about a pathway that you're taking, so that in itself could be the journey. But it also could literally mean that you're physically taking a trip somewhere, splitting the deck. Let's take a look at what's coming up. Okay. Now, I am getting some Valentine's Day plans. Very weird, because guys, we are not there yet. But I guess as soon as Christmas is over, we're no New Year, and then we're gearing up for it already. But I'm getting the words, you know better than that. So some of you, and strawberries. Strawberry, cute, for some reason. So some of you may be making choices now, right? In the physical, in the now moment, or engaging with people in the now moment that will have certain choices that may come to pass in February. So either way, yes, yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. I was waiting for my younger brother to message, and hours, and just as I press record, he messages. It's okay, it's all right. Okay. Double contract. Oh, excuse me, double contract. Look at that. Yeah, so now let's talk a bit. And I believe, I'm like, well, why are they saying this now now? I mean, because we're doing a weekly, right? But what I'm getting is that whatever contract you make, here you are holding the contract, doesn't matter what your gender is, right? You are, yes, on your way, you're starting on your path. And I'm getting an all systems go, because something is about to be cleared, some type of achievement is going to happen. Maybe some contracts will be signed, maybe agreements will be made, and it's like off to the races. And here you are on this brand new path. Now remember that with new paths, just like old paths, assessments do occur. So Spirit is saying to watch your mindset, watch yourself, watch your words, watch everything, because regardless of where you find yourself, as long as you're here on this earthly plane, you are still in a school. It's a curriculum that you are navigating through, the ultimate game, right? And so it's like, mind yourself, because everything that you do does bring consequences, and it also brings insight into what lessons you are mastering and what lessons still need to be improved upon. But Spirit they're giving me a little bit of an energy like this is going to be a closed course. So this could be something that you've decided to do for a short month for some of you. Or I almost said, I meant to say for a short minute, but I'm getting for a month. So maybe some of you are moving somewhere for a month. Maybe some of you are doing some type of travel for a month, or some type of program for a month. There's something that's short. It feels like it's going to be a monthly thing. And here you are, like, thinking, how can I study for this? How can I prepare for this? How could I build myself up for this? Now, the good thing about it, and the not so good thing about it, is that this is the kind of assessment that you can't study for. It's like when your teacher's like, hey, we have a test coming up on Friday, and there's that one kid like, hey, what chapter should we study? And the teacher's like, this is not the kind of test you can study for. So you either know it or you don't. It's kind of like the LSAT, law school admissions test. Even though you can study strategy and stuff, it's based on your logical abilities, right? Your logical reasoning. So there are just some things that you just, the best way that you can prepare for it is by staying in the present. Stay in the present and stay in your heart space. So let's zoom out a little bit and bring it to this weekly energy. The weekly energy that I'm thinking that we should really focus on is exactly what I just said. No matter where you find yourself this week, it's important to remember who you are. So do your best to remember who you are, remember where you come from, remember what you stand for. Think about what it is that you'd like to be known for. How would you like to comport yourself, right? Stay in your heart center, be mindful, things like that. Because you are going to be assessed, whether it's just by your team, your spirit team, and they're assessing you for your own benefit. Because guess who brought yourself here? You. Guess who brought yourself? You brought yourself, right? And so the whole point is to be mindful of everything and watch the trash talking as well, is what they're saying. All right, so they're clearing the deck. Okay, I wonder if that was a little mini message. Okay, so maybe there's another message coming in. Let's see what else. What else do we need to be mindful of? Excuse me, prepositions are important during this week. Of what shall we be mindful? Okay. Second message. Let's see. I wonder if it's I want to give it a good little shuff. Oops. Okay, whatever you are. Wisdom. Yay. Getting a little bit of I was going to say a little bit of a tree feeling, because the way the energy's building is like a tree, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's a tree also. Okay, so I'm getting this energy like maybe you're going to be feeling a bit like an outsider, right? Like if there's, like, see how I placed it like this? And the idea is like maybe you should go here. But it's like here you are, and you kind of may not know where you fit in things. And Spirit is saying that's okay. It's okay, because part of what it is that you're entering into maybe has nothing to do with you, because it's almost like, look at this. You might enter into let's say this is you, super cute. You enter into this room and you're like, what is going on? Well, it says the treasure, but the point is, I want you to look at the picture. Things are topsy-turvy. But this is where you really come from, right? Look at how neat and clean things are here. But maybe you're entering into something where you just feel kind of out of place. And this ties back into, and you remember, you're choosing to bring yourself into this arena, this environment. But and you may be even surrounding yourself with, because it looks like this could be you, surrounding yourself with people who are more the center of attention in that realm than you are. Again, I'm feeling like you could be an interloper, or you could just be like a visitor, or you could be dealing with energies that have nothing to do with you. You may perceive of them as having to do with you, but they may not, all right? And that's a good thing in a sense, because that means you could chill. So it means to look out for any overtures of energies, any things that you don't need to be feeling. Hold on, guys, 1 sec. Sorry. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. Yes, so basically, refrain from any outbursts of energy and outbursts of just if you see any overtures of any kind of energy, whether it's something that's bubbling up from within you or something that's bubbling up amongst others, remember, this isn't your time. This isn't your place. You're a visitor. You're a traveler. You're an interloper. You are an observer. You are whatever this is, depending on your situation, right? It's the spirit is saying just give it the time that it needs, and then it's kind of like, yeah, it's not your home. You see how the one card that comes out in the reversed and it stays in the reverse. It's like this nest card. Yeah, you're just flitting down for a little bit and then, well, and then you're out. I do see that there will be, I'm almost like, is there purpose there for you? Oh, excuse me. Is there purpose there for you? And I mean, there's always going to be purpose for us somewhere, right? If our souls don't just choose to have meaningless experiences. It may feel meaningless to us, but it's not necessary. Spirit is also asking you to watch the ego during this time, okay? Because sometimes if you don't feel a part of something, you want to, again, another part of why you may feel a little bit like an outsider or in whatever the situation is because maybe you are not as active as the others are. See how everyone here is writing something, on these scrolls, and here you are kind of just like, hi. So just be mindful of the situation that you're entering into and to set your course on, you're coming in, but then play the role and then you're done, okay? And then you're done. It's almost like when it's time to head back out, you will be able to, is what Spirit is saying. And there may be a sense of loss there, Spirit is saying. You may feel a sense of loss like, oh, I don't belong here. I'm not part of this. I'm getting the word survey for whatever reason. I'm not part of this. I'm not part of whatever group I'm joining for this time, or just getting a month or whatnot. But Spirit is saying what is for you is something different. There's something else for you where you should be, right? Because I'm seeing that here in this card where the whole picture is kind of blocked out, but what they want to show us is the light coming through the trees. That's more like you. That's where you need to be. And here in this card is probably where you need to be more focused, because that's where you should be with this lovely Saint Germain. Oh my gosh, love him. Keeper of the violet flame, right? So Spirit is saying, watch the ego, stay in your lane, show up, and then when you're done, and Spirit will move you from that space, okay? All right, I hope that, let me pull some more cards because we have a little bit more time and I'm feeling a bit of the old tugging. So let's go ahead and use my favorite deck. It's called the Witch's Tarot by Dugan. I love this deck. I don't know. I have so many decks, but it's interesting. It's just this one that I just really adore. And this is the Akashic Tarot. It's up there as well. One of my faves. All right. Any last messages for us for this week, dear God? Oh, there it is. Oh, interesting. Oh, I was just going to say, I'm getting for some of you, oh my God, stop your lies. I was just going to say this, 19 minutes, 19 seconds. Sex. 19 sex, okay. So somebody here, obviously it's not all of us, because we not getting down like that, but somebody here is being asked to refrain from love relationships for this week. I was gonna say month because we're looking at some energies, right? Refrain from love relationships. If this is for you, I'm just saying. He's not the one. I'm getting it's about a male energy. He's not the one. Something else is coming in for you. And it makes sense. Look at this King of Cups in the reverse, followed by the Lovers, followed by the Two of Cups, followed by the Moon. Guys, you saw me shuffle. I did my shuffling on camera. So some of you don't get into something that isn't for you because this isn't for you. It's being told to you right now, right? There's something else for you. Remember I pulled this card and I said there's someone else for you, and I was like, it's in the reverse. Let's see what that is about. And look at the card that's in the reverse. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is all about your good old-fashioned desolation, your good old-fashioned despair, depression, crying in the car, crying in the shower, in the reverse. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with now, that ain't it. Sorry, male, female, gender, non-conforming, that's not it. And how do you know that's not it? Because look at these cards. But also because the Moon came out. Do you want to stay stuck in illusion and stuck in stress and fear and low self-worth and waiting for this person to text you and wondering if you mean something and blah, blah, blah? It's just a waste of your time, okay? So hold out. I'm getting March is the time for whoever this is to pop into your life. Somebody is coming in around the month of March for you. And if you're watching this video at a later time, you know, maybe March is not the one for you. I don't know, but maybe it is. Because this is, I said the word March again, it was 21 minutes, 21 seconds, okay? So that's a little bit of a message there. Yeah, I'm getting the number 6 as well. Could be June energies. Oh, okay. For somebody. Huh. Oh, goodness. These cards are just flipping out on their own. Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the no thank you energy, right? It's being offered something and being discontent with it. So just, yeah, look at the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords in the reverse. That's actually a nice thing to have. The Eight of Swords in reverse is all about not having obsessive thoughts. So maybe you're also dealing with somebody, for some of you, this could be the message. Maybe you're also dealing with somebody who doesn't seem to want to have a connection with you, or just whatever it is. Spirit is like, don't worry about it. Remember, all of this, just think about this week as a blip. Okay, just let this week pass. This is a blip week, and then by next week it's different energies. Just as I said, by next week different energies. The Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, but you're gonna have to walk through whatever this is first. I do see some heartbreak coming up. It could be related to you. It doesn't have to be related to you, right? But remember that when you do operate on low vibrations and grief energy and low self-worth and anything that vibes with a low energy, remember that you yeah, you know what they're saying? Look at this. You see the wands right here? It's almost like different. So you may be actually going into a situation where there's something already there, which is kind of what we were talking about. Energies that have nothing to do with you or that are not as related to you. Just remember that the new beginning is coming. You are set for a new beginning. So please be mindful. And look, you're even calling it in. And it's beautiful that you're calling it in on top of a Nine of Swords in a reversed energy. They're like, be relentless with keeping yourself at a certain level, to comport yourself appropriately wherever it is that you're going to be going, whatever it is that you're going to be doing. So be mindful. It's just temporary, okay? And then you're done. I will pull one card for here for the ending period. Let's see. Let's use the Muse Tarot deck. No, let's use Golden Universal Tarot, which I actually really enjoy as well. Okay, let's just pull one card for the end of the week, I guess. Thank you. Whoa, already starting to, oh, okay. All right, we'll look at it because it's doing too much. Grief cards and defensive energy, 24 minutes, 24 seconds. That means hurry up, Janelle. Yeah, so again, be mindful with these energies that you're going into. Don't take on more than you need to, okay? Last card. Oh, here it is. Hidden energies. Wasn't the last card. Working together, okay? And one more card. Yeah. So there's going to be something to give and receive here, but yeah, just be calm for this week, okay? All right, bye. Mwah.